Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. I just realized I never tried this game, even though I know it's not enhanced. And I'm talking about two, 2013 Xbox One Crytek engine game called RYSE Son of Rome. And I never tried it on the OLED. And I'm like, don't you think it would be a perfect time now for me to test this out on the OLED to see how well it works on the OLED? Well, let's do it. And I gotta tell you, man, this game, even though it doesn't have 4K, even though it doesn't have HDR, it still looks great. It was so ahead of its times. And this is something that the Sony owners and PlayStation hardcore fans, they never like give this credit to Xbox. Like, what about this game? Not to mention that Crytek, it's exclusive to a games of Xbox Studio. So people keep forgetting that as well, because the Microsoft bought the Crytek. So it looks great. Listen, man, it looks great. I'm gonna try different levels in the game just to see how it looks. Here's the beauty of the OLED. This is what I was trying to tell people about the OLED. Here I am. Don't have any 4K, don't have any HDR. It's upscaled to 4K. And look how beautifully this game looks on the OLED. I don't even need HDR. That's what OLED does for you. This is something that the people who are still skeptical about the OLED, they can't seem to grasp that. They can't seem to understand that. No, this looks amazing, dude. I'm still blown away by how beautiful this game looks, man. It was so ahead of its time. Remember, this was 2013. This was 2013, mind me. Okay? There was some multiplayer in this game, I liked it, man. I really don't. Some people say it was repetitive, and I'm like, God of War, it's repetitive. But no one seems to complain about that being repetitive. You know what I mean? And I love God of War, but it's repetitive. Yes, it has a great story. This one has a great story too. But God of War is repetitive too. You're fighting a bunch of enemies all the time. I mean, look at this, man. Just look how beautiful it looks. Even without, this is, I believe, 900p or 720p. 720p upscaled to 4K and without HDR, and look how beautiful it looks, man. Definitely something to. And here, look, even from the sides, even from an angle, when you're looking at it, it still looks great, man. It still looks glorious. This is 2013, 2013. We're not talking, last year. We're talking 2013. Come on, man. This was way ahead of its time. The graphics and this game was way ahead of its time. And I'm really shocked and surprised that the Microsoft and Crytek, that they didn't do a remastered version of this. Like an enhanced version of this. I'm still surprised. Like, what the hell? I mean, look at this game, man. This looks just stunning on the OLED. It really does. But no one talks about this game. No one really mentions this. No one mentions the fact that Microsoft bought Crytek, and that's a big deal. That means that you're going to be playing that new Crisis 4. You will be playing it, guess where? Xbox Scarlet, and of course, Game Pass, Windows PC. Just look how beautiful that looks, man. Looks stunning. Even at night scenes, it looks great. But let's go check out some other levels, not just this level. Let's go check out some other levels as well. It just looks stunning. It really does. It's like a brand new game. Now you can imagine my expectations when this first came out in 2013. I expected every Xbox game to look like this, but then I realized that's not going to be the case. I mean, look at that. Just look at that, man. Maybe I can bring my camera a little bit closer, like that. No, I mean, really, this is without HDR. This is without HDR, without 4K resolution. It's upscaled from 720p to 4K, but just look how beautiful it looks, man. This is 2013. I mean, I know I keep repeating this, but it's important that people remember this was released on 2013. Okay? Way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. In terms of graphics. And the whole point of this video, what I'm trying to do here, is to tell you that this is the beauty of having an OLED. Even if you don't have an HDR movie or HDR game or 4K content, you're still gonna enjoy whatever it is that you're watching. It's still gonna look better on the OLED. This is the message I'm trying to come across here. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. No matter what content, no matter what you're watching, it's gonna look good on the OLED. That was my whole point. That was my whole message. And the beauty about it is you can watch it from any angle. You can watch it from any angle. If you got a 65-inch OLED and you got a bunch of people sitting around, guess what? They're going to appreciate this game from every and each angle. That's another thing that people don't mention. Everybody's so stuck on the burn-in. Burn-in, burn-in, burn-in. But they never talk about what this TV has and what this TV can do. But they're just more than happy to talk about the burn-in constantly. Like a broken record. Burn in this, burn in that. Here I am, almost 9 months. Almost 9 months. And look at this. Where's that burn in? You think after 9 months, maybe I would see it? How many times I've been playing this and using this? Come on. But look at how beautiful it looks. Look at the clouds and the ocean. I mean, this game was really way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. And it looks unbelievably awesome on the OLED, man. It really does, man. I mean, look at that. Just stunning. Stunning. I mean, look at this beauty, man. Look at this. If I told somebody, hey, this is not 4K, this is not HDR, this is 720p, being I think it's 720p. I don't know, it might be 900p, but it's not 1080p. I think it's 720p upscaled to 4K without HDR. Here we go. Without HDR, for all you individuals out there who are still skeptical about the OLED, well, I don't know. If this video doesn't convince you, then I don't know what will. I really don't know what will convince you. Here I am, 720p, upscaled to 4K, no HDR, and look at this. Come on. I mean, come on. You tell me. You tell me. But I know your excuse, it's always going to be the burn in. It's always going to be the burn in. Burn in this, burn in that. Well, cousin, if that's all you think about is the burn in, well then you are never going to experience OLED. And you're going to be missing out. You're going to be missing out on such a beauty. Well, there you have it, guys. I'm so glad that I'm playing this game on the OLED. By the way, if you have a Game Pass, this is part of the Game Pass. Probably the best service that you can get, especially the Ultimate Game Pass. Honestly, it's the best gaming service, period. But you're not going to hear that from, from hardcore PlayStation fans. They're not going to give a credit to the Game Pass. PlayStation Now. What's so great about PlayStation Now? Nothing. You have to play from the server. The servers sucks, and you don't own the game. You can't download it. I mean, come on. And then you got to pay for the PlayStation Plus membership as well. Seriously, look. The one thing that Phil Spencer got it right is he truly cares about the gamers. Look how many games you're getting part of the Game Pass. All the newest exclusive games part of the Game Pass. There's tons of stuff here. Bunch of backward compatible games as well. So when people say there's nothing to do on the Xbox, I'm like, really? Nothing? Alright, so why they're still in business if there's nothing? But of course they're going to say that. Of course the PlayStation owners will say that because they need something. A fanboy always needs a narrative, needs an agenda, needs to demonize the other brand in some way, somehow. Okay? So that's why I really never will and never liked fanboys, nor do I associate with any kind of fanboys. All those people I blocked, well, they were fanboys. Whether they were Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or PC elitists, they were blocked for that reason. Because I just don't tolerate any fanboys. Alright? If you're a fanboy, keep it to yourself. But don't try to have me drink that Kool-Aid. I ain't gonna drink your fanboy Kool-Aid. Alright? Anyway, there you have it, guys. Look how stunning this game looks. Come on. It even looks better than what we have today. And this is 2013. 2013. Way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. And people talk about God of War this, God of War that. I'm quite frankly, God of War is so overrated that I'm getting kind of sick of it. Like, okay, we get it. God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, I understand. It is a huge game. It's really a fantastic game. But God of War, it's like when you finish it, you're not going to go play through it again, dude. You're not going to... Same thing with Spider-Man. When you finish it, you're not going to go back through it and play it again. Okay? So, let's not have a double standard, guys. If you are a true gamer doesn't care. True gamer will play everything. He will own everything, and he will play everything. Also, let's not forget that Crytek is part of Xbox Game Studios. So let's not forget that. Alright? Let's not forget that. Alright, anyway, I hope this video shows you maybe why you should think about the OLED. Here I am with 720p upscaled to 4K, no HDR, and look at this fantastic quality. Look at it from each angle. Look how beautiful it looks. Come on, guys. You can't achieve this with an LCD television. It's just not simply possible. You want to see how bad the black levels are on the LCD? There's your LCD. You can't achieve that on the LCD technology. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. All right, guys. So you have a good one though. Take care.